Have you ever embarked on a conversation and it suddenly started to fizzle or get awkward? Or even worse, you didn't start a conversation to begin with because you feared you wouldn't know the right next thing to say. In this video, I'm going to give you a pretty effortless formula for 3 steps you can combine to make a natural and authentic social or romantic conversation. Most people's social default is to ask a question. How's your week been? How do you feel about that? How are you today? Conversations that begin this way can quickly feel socially awkward. They can slide into small talk. And actually, if you start asking a person question after question, rather than that being felt by the other person as, oh, this person's really interested in me, this is so sincere, often it actually feels really awkward and like a lot of pressure. Say you are on the subway, or as we say in London, the tube, next to somebody, and you said, excuse me, where are you going? What are they going to think? They're not going to think you're sincerely interested in them. They're going to think you're there to follow them off the subway or the tube. So what you need to take from this is, whilst your programming may tell you that the first step in a conversation is a question, the best first step in a conversation is actually to share information about yourself. This helps to build context around who you are, to build trust and allow the other person to feel safe to respond. So say you're back on that subway again and you say, oh man, I've got a whole hour on my commute this morning, I'm getting off at Midtown. Immediately, the other person magically may share the same information in return. Instead of prioritizing questions at the start of conversation, prioritize sharing information about who you are in a way that builds safety and trust. Once the other person feels some safety and trust, very naturally, they'll often start to share and contribute to the conversation. Now, here's your next important step. You need to really actively listen to what they're saying. Again, when we're talking to someone we don't know, particularly if that someone is an attractive stranger, you may get stuck in your head and start to panic, thinking, oh my gosh, what do I say next? How do I impress them? What do I say that's cool? Actually, when you do that, you get out of the present moment and you stop listening. Instead, take a breath, look them in the eye, and really listen to the detail of what they're saying. People will give you tons of clues as to who they are and what's important to them through how they talk about things. The best conversation material is literally right there for you in the present moment, but in order to access it, you need to get out of your head and you need to employ active listening. A great technique to show this is after someone has shared something with you, to at least paraphrase or parrot some of their words back to them, like, oh no way, so you're going skiing in Geneva this weekend. You kickstart your part of the conversation by relaying something you've just heard. This lets them know that you have actually listened to them. If you want to build that connection more, I want you to, as you're listening, be thinking, do I like how this person is showing up? For me, does it feel like a good fit for the kind of people that I like to connect and get to know with? Notice how this is a powerful reframe on, how do I impress this person? How do I make them like me? We're not chasing an outcome or a goal. Instead, what you're actually thinking about is, I'm an opportunity creator, I talk to people in the world around me, but only if I actually connect with someone will I make a tangible effort to move this forwards. If you do stumble across something you like that the other person has done, just simply acknowledge them for it. You know, what sits so much better with people than saying, you've got great hair, is to say, look, I really like this thing about you. You know, I like how you're kind of complex. I like how you're candid. I like how you're sassy. I like how you're kind of introverted. These really personal compliments land brilliantly with people because they show that you've genuinely engaged with who they are and that you're choosing to keep talking to them because you're excited to get to know them better based on this quality. So, your 3-step formula here is, first of all, remember, ditch the questions, get comfy with sharing about yourself. Secondly, actively listen and show the other person that you're genuinely engaged with who they are. Finally, if you do find something you like, you've got to let them know. This will create a beautiful moment of intensity in the conversation and also a very logical springboard for you to say, it'd be great to stay in touch. If you would love to know more about how you can have better real-world conversations, fantastic meet cutes with strangers, and not rely on dating apps, click on the link beneath my video.